Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryu. So, today we're going to be talking a little bit about the current speed in Dragon Ball Super. Now, some people are confused about exactly what level of speed the characters are, so I'm just going to be clearing it up here. Basically, we're going to be first talking about the fact that the characters were easily at the massively faster than light speed level, which is basically 1,000 times the speed of light or higher. Now, this level was achieved actually way back in Dragon Ball Z, but a good feat to jump off with in Dragon Ball Super is Goku when he's fighting against Beerus. Their attacks can be felt all the way in Otherworld, which is basically a separate universe connected to the living universe that we're within. And when he does this, the attacks can even be seen all the way out there, and it's stated that they have the potential to destroy both of these places. So we know that these attacks are capable of covering such a distance that they can cross multiple universes within a very short time frame. Now, this basically means that these attacks are many times faster than light, possibly even beyond that. But just as a low ball, you could use the observable universe's size for each of these two realms and state that these attacks could cross these two universal size realms within a second or what have you, right? Basically, this would result in the observable universe being 94 billion light years across, crossing two of these with their attacks in a second, for example, would result in the characters having tens of quintillions of times the speed of light with their attacks. And this is a low ball, remember. It's probably much higher because the observable universe is only a tiny fraction of the entire universe, which these attacks can cross multiple of. So we already know that they're easily tens of quintillions of times faster than light just from the Battle of Gods fight alone, which base Goku achieves this level of power. So yeah, that basically is a good place to jump off of. So there's no question that these characters are many times faster than light to an extreme degree. And we can actually see other instances of these extreme degrees of speed when we see Beerus and Whis flying around different parts of the universe, going to Otherworld, going to the Kaioshin planet, these kinds of things. They all produce similar levels of speed, so these speed feats are pretty common. So it's unquestionable that they can casually reach quintillions of times the speed of light, if not more. But we have much more interesting feats as you go further into the series. I touched on these in my video about Goku versus Saint Seiya. One big one in the Tournament of Power is Topo is capable of launching his energy attack across the entire world of Void. The world of Void, again, is an infinite space. So basically his attack is crossing infinite distance when he does this because his attack expands across the world of Void, which is infinite. So therefore, we can state that his attack would have infinite speed to cross infinite distance in a finite time. We can see more speed feats, such as Jiren actually transcending time and space itself. So we see Jiren is stated directly to transcend time. He's able to sense things in other spaces, like hits time-related abilities where he creates other space-times himself with his time that he skipped, things of that nature. And it's stated that Jiren directly transcends time itself, and time has no meaning to him. This is actually a speed feat that shows beyond any sort of linear speed, and it implies a level of immeasurable speed, which is basically just a fourth dimensional level of speed, which would theoretically be higher than any sort of three-dimensional speed or, again, linear speed, which would include infinite speed. You can go further again. You can see other feats, such as Goku moving around in places that are devoid of time and space, such as when Zeno erases Trunks' timeline. We see Goku is actually able to move around in there, and Zeno as well, of course. So this could again imply immeasurable or infinite speed with this kind of feat. Now, it's important to note that just this alone doesn't do it, but when you have multiple feats stacking up that can all imply infinite or immeasurable speed or directly show it, then you have to take notice, and If you have these multiple things making it consistent, then you give them that speed rating. This is one of the reasons why we didn't automatically give Goku infinite speed when he was able to move in Hit's time skip originally, because it was only a one-off thing, and it could be stated that it's possible it was simply resistance to the time manipulation. But now when we have all these other feats that indicate infinite speed or immeasurable speed, you can no longer say it's an outlier. So basically we have other things as well. We have things such as Zamasu becoming omnipresent across all of space and time. He basically fuses with Trunks' future, and he even starts to go into other timelines. So we can state that he's omnipresent, which means he exists at every point in space and time simultaneously. Now this again is a fourth dimensional level of speed, actually a very high level of fourth dimensional speed. It would exceed any kind of linear speed, any infinite speed, because even if you had infinite speed, then you could only attack at that instant. But when you are omnipresent, that means that you can attack at that instant, in the future 5 minutes, in the past 5 minutes, all at the same time. So therefore that is why omnipresence is superior to even infinite speed. Also, there's actually a new feat that I've figured out that I forgot to mention when I was talking about my video. And basically this feat is another infinite speed feat. It's actually a very good one. This one is performed by Whis in the manga. In the manga, when the characters are about to leave to go to the Tournament of Power, we see that Whis is actually capable of flying all the way from Universe 7 outside the universe and going all the way to the Tournament of Power stage within like an instant, seconds. They literally state the tournament is going to begin soon, so they have to leave, and Whis flies all the members himself all the way up to the World of Void stage. Now this is very important because we know not only is he crossing through the universe and going to separate space-times to get to this World of Void stage, but it's stated that the World of Void itself is an infinite space. Therefore, for Whis to cross an infinite space to reach the stage, it means he has to cross infinite distance in a finite time, which is showcasing another infinite speed feat. So we have more proof to back it up yet again that the characters have an infinite speed, just casually flying around like Whis does there. So we can conclusively state that these characters have infinite and probably immeasurable speed, just due to all these different feats, all these different statements, all the different showings. So again, this should hopefully explain a little bit better exactly what I mean when I state infinite or immeasurable speed in regards to character speed in Dragon Ball Super or any other series going forward. Infinite speed is pretty self-explanatory. It means you can get anywhere you want. You cross infinite distance within a finite time. And immeasurable speed basically means, in my context of the way I'm talking about it, that you exceed linear time. So examples are things such as omnipresence, transcending time itself, things of that nature. So yeah, basically I'm just going to wrap this up now. Pretty awesome feats here all around. We got yet another infinite speed feat. This one is actually really solid. You directly have a time frame. You see Whis leave and land all through flight. So I'm really happy to be able to present this at this point. Yeah, hopefully this clarified things for you guys who didn't understand what infinite and immeasurable speed is. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I want to know if you think that the characters are, many times faster than light, infinite speed as I explained, immeasurable speed, or if you think that there's something in between that I might have missed. Just let me know what you guys think. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I always appreciate it. And also hit that bell button to make sure that you get notified whenever I put out new content so you can keep up with what's going on.